Because of the type of audiences that UK citizens typically are, they would feel just as uncomfortable discussing or having these hashtags on their cups, and some might even see it as a form of alienation and an invasion of their personal space.
I think that because of police brutality in America and political, social and economic aspects of their culture, race is typically a more of a problem in the US in comparison to the UK. Race is still a problem in the UK, specifically Islamophobia, but in terms of people talking about race, it wouldn't be as big of an issue as it would be in America, although it's still highly likely that it would receive a lot of negative criticism for the campaign, specifically over social media, as it is now becoming a British stereotype to rant about problems online.
This can be compared similarly to when Starbucks released their new coffee cup design for Christmas, which featured a mosaic of more than 100 people drawn in one continuous stroke, which the company says represents community and unity in a time of political divisiveness, as some people saw it as political brainwashing.
I think that the response from both the UK and the US would be very similar, as both audiences might mostly agree with the whole barrister writing on the cup thing. I feel that the UK audience, specifically in central London, would see it as something quite pointless, as they would typically be businessmen and women buying coffee to get through their day or just taking a break from their hectic work life. I think for those people that having a hashtag on the cup would be a waste of time, because they'd be basically waiting around for a barrister to write it on the cup, only for them to just literally glug it down and not have a look at the cup. Also that they might feel overwhelmed or possibly even guilty, as they're trying to wind down from a hectic schedule and they want to simply just enjoy their coffee, but by Starbucks enforcing that hashtag into their daily lifestyle, they might feel guilty because they're not discussing it, or they just want to clear their mind and wind down for the rest of the day before they go home. In this case, I think that it's a matter of the time and place to have these hashtags written on the cups.
If Starbucks specifically asked for the hashtags to be written on the cups, I would suggest that they don't enforce the idea throughout each store. The best places to have them would be around universities, where people are more inclined to discuss these things, and in places around London where people go to coffee shops like Starbucks to socialise with friends and actually have time to discuss the Race Together hashtag.
We think that if this was going to run throughout the UK, the vital tactics would have to be to train and educate barristers with what opinions are okay to share with customers, so that any offence that could occur when discussing the topic are reduced. Also training on dealing with customers that might physically act out towards barristers if their opinion is not mutual, if they say something that could be offensive and other people in the store might have a problem with that.
The initial campaign is a good step forward, and using Starbucks as a platform to voice its ideas is a good idea, but possibly making a piece of art on walls or teaming up with charities or movements such as Black Lives Matter might be better, as they'd be able to tell Starbucks what needs to be said in the most effective ways to communicate those things.
The hashtag could run throughout social media and encourage users to create pieces of art, music or vlogs on the matter, or just discuss Black Lives Matter in like the UK and the US and maybe compare it, in order to get the conversation flowing and inspire generations, and hopefully get it trending virally through social media. The pieces of art could also be used as Starbucks cut designs or in store artwork, which could also be featured on billboards or TV adverts, or they could sell it as wall art if they really wanted to. Maybe collaborate with Black Lives Matter and a few famous artists if they were interested. It would differ from the original campaign because it would be more about the movement and make people feel more comfortable, which was the original aim of the campaign. As Howard Schultz said, if we just keep going on about our business and ignoring this racial issue, then I think that we, as a sense, are a part of the problem. It would be also inspiring for the audience and consumers of Starbucks coffee, as while they're lining up to get their coffee, they can enjoy the artwork and wind down for the day whilst mindlessly looking at the art and thinking to themselves about the race together and what it means, and possibly about Black Lives Matter or any other sort of cultural or political issues.